Now, I know people have a go about the Daily Mail, blah 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 blah, but at least they're keeping on about Lord Janner. So, following on from Lord Janner, actually I'm not going to call this paedophile a lord anymore, he simply doesn't deserve it. So, following on from Janner not being charged because we're told it's not in the public's interest because he has dementia, the Daily Mail posted this article a couple of days ago. Why is Labour peer Lord Janner not being prosecuted because he has dementia? At least 19 defendants suffering with the disease have been convicted for sex crimes, and 10 were in the past year. That's a snappy, rememberable headline, isn't it? Anyway, it goes on. The CPS was today accused of double standards for not prosecuting Lord Janner. After it emerged at least 19 men with dementia have been convicted of child sex offences since 2010, including 10 in the past year. Mail Online can reveal that some paedophiles, including several too ill to even enter a plea, have still been prosecuted and in some cases jailed for the rest of their lives because of historic sex attacks. So why hasn't Janner been charged? Why hasn't this wrinkly old paedophile been charged? The only fucking reason is to protect the establishment and others that have been raping children for years and so far getting away with it. Just how sick does it sound when you say that out loud? A peer of this country has been sexually abusing children. Utterly disgusting. But finally, the obvious that this is yet another establishment cover-up, nothing more, nothing less. Finally, it's getting through to the indoctrinated mainstream journalists. Stephen Glover, whoever the fuck he is. After Lord Janner, I now believe the establishment does shamelessly twist justice to protect its own. No fucking shit. There was a time when I regarded the idea of an establishment cover-up with a pinch of salt. Was it really plausible that the powers that be should act in concert over a prolonged period of time to suppress the truth? Even if they attempted to do so, surely some decent person would sooner or later speak out. Well, they did. They were just bloody ignored time and time again. Anyway, it goes on. Or inform the press. Oh yeah, that's a worthy avenue to take, isn't it? It seems unlikely that evil on a vast scale could be concealed more or less indefinitely in what is supposed to be a free and open society. That's because, Mr. Glover, we are not a free and open society. It's an illusion. I'm afraid a succession of sex abuse cases have blown apart my preconceptions. It's plain beyond any dispute that politicians, senior policemen, and members of the security services have conspired to protect abusers because they were considered important and to deny their victims justice. Hooray, you may say, finally a no-mark journalist has come round to what average Joe knew bloody years ago. They aren't the very brightest, are they, journalists? But at least some get there in the end. The question is now, will Stephen Glover, having woken up to the fact that there's been a huge establishment cover-up of alleged historic sexual abuse of children, what is he going to do about it now? Is he going to become part of this cover-up? Or is he going to do the decent thing and dig and dig and dig and dig? We need to keep the pressure up on this, people. Are we making headway?